Welcome back to the channel. Today we have a full day of eating, bulking on a budget on 3,000 calories. Right, here we go. Meal one of bulking on a budget. So what we've got here first of all is 100 grams of porridge oats, 200 ml of almond milk and 1 scoop of protein powder. And over here we have 1 bagel and 20 grams of jam. Simple, easy and pretty cheap, okay? So in terms of costings for this meal, we've got the 100 grams of oats coming in at 13p, nice and easy. The whey protein, 1 scoop, comes in at 74p. And then the almond milk comes in at 25p. Going into the bagel, we've got 19p for 1 bagel. And then we have literally just under 2p for 20 grams of this jam. So total meal cost coming in at £1.33. So to be honest with you, for 800 calories, which is breakfast is, £1.33 is pretty good. This is going to fill me up and be a really, really good pre-workout meal. Right, I've just trained, just got back from the gym. Now it's time for post-workout. So we've got to have a nice, cheap post-workout meal, but also it's got to be high carbohydrate and a decent amount of protein in there too. One thing I will say is that you'll see with most of these meals, I'm trying to keep them simple, but also keep them tasty. As much as it needs to be cheap, I don't want to bore the hell out of everyone, and if your diet's boring, you're never going to sustain it. So this diet should be somewhat exciting and therefore sustainable, but also cheap. Right, here we go. Here is the post-workout meal. Simple, easy, but it tastes banging, and of course, it's cheap. Point of the video. So what we've got here is some Tesco Cookie Crisp. Let's not spill them all like in the last video. Tesco Cookie Crisp, 100 grams. Nice and easy. And then we literally have some Tesco unsweetened almond milk in there with 1 scoop of Perform Whey again. So I haven't actually got the cheapest protein. You could probably get cheaper protein, but again, I've already got Perform Whey. I like the taste of it, and it's still cheap per 25 grams of protein. If that makes sense, okay? So in terms of costings for this meal, obviously I'm going to pour the shake in the cereal, obvious stuff, in case you didn't know. But for the costings for this meal, the Cookie Crisp, 100 grams is 49p. The whey protein scoop again is 74p for just the scoop, and then we have the almond milk coming in at 50p for 400 ml. So I've used 400 ml here. So the total costings for this meal are £1.73, so not bad again. In terms of the calories, 570 calories, 88 grams of carbs, 16 grams of fat, and 42 grams of protein. So solid meal going in, solid amount of calories to be fair, and £1.73. It's a cheap post-workout meal which you can have every single day. Right, it's time for a snack. So a snack I would have either in the evening or maybe in between doing some work. You know, in one of those times when you don't have enough time to cook a meal, but you're a bit hungry. So the snack that I've got here for the bulk, for the budget, is a peanut butter bagel. Absolutely banging, okay? So in terms of pricing, this peanut butter bagel, you wouldn't believe this, 26p. Okay, so with Tesco bagels, and the reason I've used quite a lot of Tesco stuff is because they've got Aldi price match, so whether you go to Aldi or Tesco, it actually doesn't really make a difference. You may not know that, but now you do. So the bagels are 95p for 5, so 1 bagel is literally 19p, mad. And then the peanut butter, the budget peanut butter is for 20 grams, works out at 7p. So 7p for the peanut butter, and then 19p for the bagel. Absolutely mad, okay, so 26p. Calories on this meal are 359. Nice and easy. So for 26p, a lot of calories. 45 carb, 12 fat and 14 protein. So a nice little snack where you can have whenever you want throughout the day to get some more calories in. Right, meal 3 is served. You cannot bulk and not have a bro meal. Alright, whether you're doing it cheap or not. Okay, so this is budget chicken, rice and broccoli. Okay, so what we've got is made a few switches. So we switched microwave rice, which I usually use for normal basmati rice, in case of normal rice, okay, not microwave rice. We switched normal chicken for frozen chicken, okay, obviously it's still normal chicken, but it's not fresh chicken breast, it is literally frozen, okay, so because it's cheaper to buy. And then broccoli, we've just got frozen broccoli, which to be honest, I actually use anyway, okay, so they're the switches we've made. We've got two frozen chicken breasts, okay, so about roughly 200 grams of chicken. We have got, it's 235 grams of rice. That's the cooked weight. The dry weight, I believe, is about 100 grams. And then broccoli, we've got 100 grams of. So in terms of pricing for this meal, The broccoli is 14p for 100 grams. The rice is 14p as well, nice and easy. Okay, and then the chicken breast, the frozen chicken, is £1.10. Okay, so this meal comes in at a cost of £1.38, which is really, really good for chicken, rice and broccoli. I will also put a little bit of ketchup on here, so could add a couple of pennies for that, but that's whether you're being too anal or not. In terms of calories, we're looking at 634 calories, 80 grams of carbs, 8 grams of fat, and then 59 grams of protein. So banging meal here. I'm going to get it down me, and then we've got one more meal to smash out later today. Right, the last meal is served. This caps off the calories for the day, and it's another absolute banger. So, nice and simple again, nice and quick to make, but if you can see it right there, I'll put it on the screen now. It is literally mince, pasta sauce, and pasta. Okay, again, a few switches we've made here to make sure that it's cheaper. We've gone for obviously dry pasta, it's cheaper to buy. We've gone for the cheapest sauce that I could find in Tesco. It was another Aldi price match. And then with the mince, actually you'd be surprised, the 5% mince was not much difference in price because of an Aldi price match to the full of fat mince. Okay, so I did still get 5% lean mince. So for costings and measurements for this meal, we've got 100 grams of the mince, and that comes out at 87p. Then we have got 100 grams of dry pasta weight, and that comes out at 8 pence. 8 pence, madness. And then the pasta sauce, which is Hearty Food, the brand, is 220 grams of this sauce is 24p. Okay, so the total cost for this meal is £1.19. £1.19 for 5% lean mince, pasta and sauce. How cheap is that? Unbelievable. And just before the end of the video, what you've all probably been waiting for, the total macros and also the total costings for the day and the week. So first of all, total macros for the day. We've got 2,970 calories, 438 grams of carbs, 57 grams of fat, and then 199 grams of protein. Then for costings, the most important part, and this is not bad. We could have done it cheaper, but this is nice, tasty, convenient, and also decently cheap. So the daily cost for all of these meals combined is literally only £5.89, and that makes a weekly cost of £41.23. So that is £41 per week to get 3,000 calories a day. Eating good food, clean foods, nice foods. To me, that's unbelievable. So if you found this video useful, please make sure to like, comment and subscribe. I've got a lot more of these coming. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video next week.